Oh, hi, Rich Keeble here, and welcome to... Well, that's never happened before. Welcome back to my channel, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about, yes, weeks 6, 7, and 8 of my training block, which will bring us bang up to date. Part of the reason why I'm able to squeeze a few weeks into one video that isn't ridiculously long is because I haven't actually been running that much, and the reasons will become clear as the video unfolds. So yeah, let's pick it up. So I'm looking at this Strava log thing. So for context, the last video I released a few days ago was about this. We did this 29k run with the marathon pace in it, which I was a bit mixed about. So going into the next week, which is week 6, I started off with a nice easy run, did a nice interval session here. Now, something that was notable at the time was I found these paces actually quite comfortable. Now look at these, 355, 351, 352 per kilometre. Pretty quick, you know, that's sort of low 19-minute 5k pace. But as I say there, I've managed to just get the legs turning over quickly, and yeah, they felt quite doable. Even though I was only doing them for 2 minutes, it was quite encouraging. Then I did a rest day, and then I did a tempo session there where I managed to do 5k at about 4:12 per kilometre, which again is kind of bang on where I want to be, and it felt pretty doable. So I was pretty confident at this point. Then did a little recovery run the next day, 5k, knowing that I had this big proper 20 miler the next day. So it's 32k on the plan. I did an extra 0.2 to make it actually 20 miles so that someone didn't go, oh Rich, 32k is actually only 19 point something miles. And I did that run with my friend Sarah. Basically, I ran to Balham, where she lives. That was 6 kilometres. We ran 20k together around the river, sort of South London stuff, and then dropped her off 6k back to mine. Perfect, nice and easy pace, you know, stopping to look at maps in between. It was all pretty good, really. I'm pretty happy with that. And then I did a recovery run the next day, which took me up to 77k for the week. Bang on target with the plan. Fantastic. Everything was going very well at this point. Now, as we went into week 7 at this point, I started to have a little bit of a groin pain. Not really a pain, but kind of a little bit of a niggle, if you like. He will demonstrate roughly where that groin issue was. So I ended up taking some days off. Now, I did have the Monday as a rest day in the plan, but I had an interval session on the Tuesday and an easy session on the Wednesday, which I just missed. And then I had a progression session on the Thursday and an easy run on the Friday. I brought the easy run through to the Thursday, which I did. So there you go, I skipped a couple of runs. Little groiny niggle on Monday. Thought maybe resting a couple more days was a good idea. I think it was. There you go, isn't it? Fascinating, the things I post on Strava. But then on the Friday, I ended up missing the progression session anyway, because I think maybe I just thought I'd take it easy. And then I did 10k on the Saturday, and then Sunday, you'll see there, I've just called that awful, which is quite dramatic and attention-seeking, you'll agree. But yeah, that was actually supposed to be a 34k run, which was alternating, what's it supposed to be? Alternating 8k easy and 5k marathon pace. Now, I did film this run, so let's cut to that, have a little look at that. Now, because this run was at night, and you know, there's a lot of my running at night, just to make things a bit more interesting, over the audio of the run, we might see some cuts of me just kind of reacting to someone as if I'm just, you know, interviewing them and just reacting to them. So watch out for that. So I'm a kilometre into this ridiculously long run. Longest training run I've ever done. Well, let's see if I actually complete it first. Didn't get out the door till about 10 to 7. I couldn't do it in the morning because my youngest daughter had a birthday party to go to, which my wife took her to, so I had the older one. So yes, this run is split up into different paces as per the screen. And when I did my 20-mile run last week, where I met up with my friend Sarah, I only took one gel the whole time because I was trying to deliberately hold off. I don't know.
just to train my body in fat burning or something. But I suppose in hindsight that wasn't that sensible, because maybe that affected my recovery from that run. Anyway, I've gone from one extreme to the other today. I've actually got 6 gels. I've got 3 gels that I bought quite recently. One I think is a bit old and might be lumpy. Yeah, so I've got these 2 additional Rogue gels, which I think I got free with something, or maybe I got them after a race. Sort of random flavours, so I haven't tested those, so I think I'll leave those ones to the end. If I need them, I don't know. But I guess I probably should start to practice taking the nutrition on these long runs. I just remembered, when I get back from this hideously long run, I've got to do a self-tape. So it's going to be a late night. Luckily, rest day tomorrow, and I got nothing in the calendar, but it's half term tomorrow. Oh God! Work stuff and kids. I don't even have a normal job. I'm just complaining I've got to do a self-tape. If I had a full-time job, I wouldn't be able to bloody cope, would I? Okay, so I'm about 7.5k in. Yeah, probably about 42 minutes in. I'm gonna have the first gel in the game of gel roulette. Okay, it's not lumpy. I'm actually feeling quite knackered already. I'm not even a quarter of the way through. About 250 metres away from my first 5k chunk at marathon pace. 4:28ish. I think it's harder to turn my legs over today. Here we go. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, there we go, that's a time jump. I've just finished the 5k at the McGowan marathon pace. Oh, I'm having to have a little rest. Oh, that knackered me out, to be honest. I struggled. It's weird because I was struggling to hit 4:30, and you know, I should be able to run 5k at that pace or faster. So it's kind of weird that that's a struggle. I think it must be just cumulative fatigue. You know, last Saturday, a week ago yesterday, I did a full 20 mile. You know, that was easy pace, but still. So I probably haven't recovered from that. And then the week before, I did this 20k run with, you know, 10k marathon pace in the middle. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I mean, to be honest, before I started that run, I was too hot in this bloody jacket. Don't need the gloves. I stuck my head out the front door, thought it was cold, so I lay it up. I got my long sleeve top on. I'm too hot. Anyway, my heart rate's dropped, so I'm gonna jog the rest of this 8k and then do that again. Okay, I'm about 15k in now, and there's all sorts going through my brain at the moment. At this moment, I hate marathons, I hate gels, and I hate running. I just took my second gel about 10 minutes ago with some water, and yeah, I'm not sure it's actually sitting that well on my stomach. I'm not really used to taking lots of gels because I've sort of weaned myself off them. So yeah, having 2 in the space of an hour and a half, I was feeling like I might need to go for a shit. Hope not. Just try and get out of this negative headspace and keep going. So I'm 19k in. It's about an hour and 3/4, and I've decided I've just taken my 3rd gel, and I've decided I'm going to nip home and go to the toilet. Oh God, I'll be glad when this is over, to be honest. Yeah, so there we go. That's the toilet done. Another dent in my confidence regarding today's run. I didn't really need to go quite as desperately as I thought, to be honest, but I just felt a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't know where I am now in terms of the gels. That's what you watch this channel for. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Real world, real time, real life drama right here. 14k left, Jesus. The ankles. Now I'm actually quite cold because of, you know, all the sweat from before and cooling down. So I'm not feeling very comfortable. I'm about to start this 5k chunk. Just 20-ish minutes of running and then the rest is all jogging. Come on, man, get it together. You can do this. Don't remind yourself you've got to do a self-tape after this, whatever you do.
Left base 550. Heart rate zone 350.
Okay, here we go. Last chunk. Okay, so first 3k of that section, not too bad. Kept it around 4:30, but then the last 2k I just couldn't. I wasn't even looking at the watch really. I was just trying to maintain something. So there we go. Actually, at the very end of that section, I did feel a bit of a twinge in my right calf. So I've just stopped and done a few stretches. Now I'm just sort of jogging it out for this last cool down bit. But I've been on my feet just under 2.5 hours. I'm thinking I'll probably cut this run short. You know, I've still got this cumulative fatigue from long and hard runs the last 2 weeks. Maybe it's better I cap this one at 3 hours or less, depending how I feel. It's a bit stupid to screw yourself over this early on, isn't it? You know, I've still got 7 weeks left. Yeah, calf's loosened up a bit now. Coming up to 27k in a minute. That's it, I've called it. 28k done. I thought about rounding up to 30, but I can't be bothered. That's it, I'm knackered. I think it's diminishing returns at this point. I could have done another 2k, but my calf feels tight. I've been moaning the whole f***ing thing. That's it, I think, you know. I've done way less mileage than was on the chart this week. Just write it off, doesn't matter. Gonna go and get some food now, get to bed early. Well, I've got to do this bloody self-tape, haven't I? I think today has just been one of those, you know, you have a bad day, don't you? I went out too late, didn't sleep well last night, ate badly, just everything went wrong. This is real marathon training without the sugar coating.
So there we go, that's that run. I sacked it off, didn't I? Obviously had a bit of a spoiler from looking at the Strava thing, but yeah, wasn't very happy with that one. And yeah, even though the groin felt okay, I did have this sort of tightness in my calf. So if we now look up to, you'll see now why week 8 is so easy to talk about, because I've just done one 7k run. Now, you know, I rested up because the calf was feeling funny, and yeah, look at this one, 7k. I was supposed to do 5k easy, then 5k marathon pace, and then 5k easy to do a 15k run. But after 2k of the marathon pace, yeah, my calf was feeling a little bit uncomfortable towards the end of it, so I just thought, well, no, I might as well just stop. It's stupid to do anything that might risk me hurting myself even more. I mean, what's a bit mentally tough is that the previous week of the disastrous 28k, I was actually supposed to do 84k that week. As you can see, I did 48. I thought that wasn't too bad because, you know, the following week was a recovery week anyway, where I was supposed to do 64k, but I've done 7. So, as you can probably imagine, I'm getting in my head a little bit now about not running enough and losing fitness. Now, a few people have said to me, thank you very much for your YouTube comments. A few people have said to me, you know, you've done the right thing with resting up. Shouldn't lose too much fitness. But, you know, it's very hard to, very distracting. But yeah, you can't help to get in your head a little bit when you're kind of in the middle of a marathon plan and you're supposed to be building and you're actually just not doing any running. It is quite hard. And then, of course, once you take a few days off, it's really hard to get back into the rhythm, because at the beginning of this marathon training blog, I was doing all the runs. I was getting out the door. It was just like, I have to get out because I've got a bloody run to do. You know, if you see a few episodes ago, I'm out there in the rain, the dark. I'm losing my bank card. Anyway, yeah, so I'm now in week 9. I'm supposed to do 87k this week, and as you can see, there's a little glimpse behind the curtain here. I'm recording this on Tuesday the 20th, the second day of week 9, and I've done nothing. And then, yeah, next week is supposed to be 93k, the following week 97, then 103. So I think realistically, we're not going to be following the Ben Parks plan completely. I think I'm going to have to reduce the mileage in some of those weeks. I'm not going to go above 32k on these long runs. He's got a 37k one down on the plan. But yeah, that's that. A bit of a disaster, really. So I've been stretching the calf, haven't done any strength training. I really must do. I haven't massaged it. I've just been resting it. But if you've enjoyed following this plan and you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do so. Check out this playlist, which is what all these videos are in, so you won't miss the next episode of this. Let's see how close I get to doing 87 kilometers, having done hardly any the week before. Yeah, anyway, thank you so much, and see you next time.